make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through, but don't break.
That's right. We back. We back, man, from a little hiatus. Parlay with us, man. You got your boy Stony Crook, my man Hustle Stacks. We first want to send a shout out to Sean Doe and Mr. Beans. Mr. Beans, man, I feel for you, man. Mr. Beans right now, he's affected by this blizzard we're gonna get hit with in the next couple of days. Mr. Beans, you know, he went and got cute and went out the country. And you know, that's all well and good, but the problem is his dates. He was kind of, I don't know, he picked the wrong dates.
We picked them dates. You got to watch that weather.
He picked them dates. You got to watch that weather, man. And man, what do you know, man? He got caught up with this blizzard, so he stuck out there where he's at, man. But yo, shout out to Mr. Beans. He's gonna try to, come in and chime in on today's show, man. Me, on the other hand, man, if there's one thing in life that I did good and did great is I picked the right dates, because I'm just coming back from Dominican Republic, and I flew in Thursday. When I came in Thursday, it was clear. It was like 50 degrees. Man, I'm so thankful, man, because I was able to get back on time and shit and not get stuck out there with this little weather, man. But hey, man, we back, man. Everybody was on a little vacation after the Super Bowl loss, disappointment. But we here, man. Before we get into the NBA, because this is what it is right now. It's NBA, it's NCAA, it's basketball season right now. Basketball season is officially starting right now, because second half of the NBA, the NCAA, they're approaching a little conference tournaments that they're gonna be having. That's gonna lead into March Madness. But I just want to touch on the Super Bowl real quick. I'm no details, no breakdown, nothing. It's just a quick breakdown how I feel about the game, because it's unfair for us not to talk about how we felt about the Super Bowl loss, because we haven't spoke to you guys since we made those picks. But just real quickly, I don't even have much to say on it. It's just real quick. All I gotta say is I'm shocked that it took us 3 quarters to score, first and foremost. I was shocked on how we lacked effort. We didn't play Patriots football like we've been doing all season. And I was just shocked at how we lost and by how many points we lost. And, it's all good. We're going to keep it moving. Next season, we see if we build off it. But my biggest thing is how we just could not score. We just could not score to save our lives. And to me, that was the biggest shock for me is the team. That's the biggest surprise for me, was that we couldn't score. It took us the second half to score, and that's all I gotta say about that. But shout out to the Seahawks. Y'all won it. It's all good. And on to next season, like Bill Belichick says, on to the next season, on to Cincinnati, and we'll see, what the future has for us. You got anything on that?
That window's closed. That shit was out of my mind, be honest with you.
yeah, no, I agree. I just had to say something about it, because it's not fair that we didn't have the post show. We didn't have nothing on it. We just made picks and we disappeared and shit. So, so I felt like, our watchers, our viewers, I felt like they deserved something. We had to say something on it. But that's pretty much it. That's it. It's just the scoring. We couldn't score. To me, that was the biggest surprise. But other than that, on a brighter note, we got the Celtics. Great win today. Man, I watched this game today, Stacks. Man, and I'm like, wow, this team is so balanced in how they playing right now. I mean, I never seen this team score so many points in the paint. Man, shout out to Jaylen Brown, man, on playing MVP basketball. I seen Jaylen Brown today that I didn't see in the past. I seen a Jaylen Brown that didn't have the three, and he felt like driving to the basket was going to be more effective. I seen him drive to the basket and get fouled on so many occasions, but most importantly, I seen him drive to the basket when the Lakers were making a run. Lakers making a run, instead of trying to shoot that three, drove to the basket, drew fouls, brought the lead back up. Couple of stops. Pritchard, Hauser, Quater, man. Shout out to Quater. I mean, this team is playing some great basketball, and you wouldn't even think they missing Simons. You know, it's like they get rid of Simon. It's like they haven't missed a beat, man. And man, it's amazing how this team's playing, man. I watched them. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is like one of the first times I watched this team play. Like I watched like more than 3 quarters and just sat down and watched them play basketball. And they playing that type of basketball that win championships, man. They doing it in all phases of the game. They playing the defense. They scoring in the paint. They drawing fouls. They shooting the three when it's there, and they finishing out the quarters, man. And man, I love what I'm seeing. And Tatum's coming back. My only question to you, Stacks, is when Tatum comes back, how does this chemistry change?
I mean, you got to mix them in slowly. I mean,
right.
You guys got to mix them in real slow. I see them starting off maybe 20 minutes a game, maybe 5 minutes each quarter. Just mix them in real slow, and go with that. But he has to come back and realize he can't step on nobody's toes. Right now, he got to come in and realize his role. Hopefully, and he will. He's a smart player. So I just feel like that's just it with JT, man. If he comes back, I mean, he may say, you know what, let him rock, let him ride out. They're playing well without me. I mean, there's no expectation. Even if he does come back, there's no expectation for them to go to the finals. I mean, there's no expectation for them to be in second place in the East, but they are. So, I mean, if JT comes back, let's just say JT comes back and he's a 14 to 15 point scorer, that's just adding to this team. It's going to be, I wouldn't want to play us. I wouldn't want to play us in the first round or the second round with JT back. I mean, even though Cleveland looks good and Detroit looks good, New York is New York. And I just wouldn't want to play the Celtics in the playoffs if it was me.
Right. I agree. I wouldn't want to play this team in the playoff, man. You got a team that has no expectations, man. And man, they playing with this huge chip on their shoulders, man, where it's like, they feel like people thought that they was gonna take a big setback, and they letting them know, like, nah, man, this team, we gonna ball, we gonna play, man, we gonna play with what we got, and I've been saying it. Missoula, man, shout out to Missoula, man. I mean, we said it, and I'm gonna keep bringing this up. I got receipts, Shondo. I got receipts, Shondo. You was ready to, talk about Tank and this and that, and I get it. We all felt that way, but we also told ourselves that Missoula's he's gonna really coach his ass off this season. He's gonna really show his coaching skills, missing his best guy, or one of his best guys on the team, and he's gonna really show us his coaching skills and what can he do with this team that lost a key player. What can he do? How can he coach this team, man? And he's showing us, man. He's showing us they believing in his philosophy. They believing in his way of playing the game. I think Missoula always foresaw this team playing this way. I think he wanted this team to play this way. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Stacks. Last season, that Knicks series, it might have been a blessing in disguise, man, because you're talking about a team that we shot our way into a loss in game 1. We like that was one of the worst shooting performances in the second half of a playoff game with the Celtics. I think the way the Celtics lost that game 1, how they was up by so many points and they shot their way out of that win because they couldn't figure out another way to score. they couldn't adjust to what was going on. You know, when the teams are making these runs, when you got to drive to the basket, you got to start playing that old school basketball because you see your lead is dwindling. And here you guys chucking up the three. They chucked up so many threes in that game one that, yo, man, it cost them. And I think that game, they might have learned a lot from that game. They learned a lot. I'm sure that, over the summer they thought about it a lot. And I think Missoula might have preached that to these guys. But you did say that Missoula letting them play the way they play. But I think Missoula might have told these guys about how we got to adjust, you know, in these runs and these transitions and making better decisions, pass the ball more. Let's go to the paint. Let's draw the foul. Let's slow it down a little bit, especially when we're leading and the lead is dwindling. Let's slow it down. Like that's what they did today. Today, the Lakers made runs, but the Celtics slowed it down. They drove to the basket, foul, shooting free throws. And I think Missoula, I think his vision of the Celtics is coming into play this season, man. And unfortunately, you know, it took Jason Tatum to get hurt.
Yeah, it took Jason Tatum to get hurt, unfortunately, but he definitely coached a good game today. When Lakers went on a little run, he called timeout. We came out timeout, pushed the lead right back up. And shout out to Peyton Pritchard as well. As I know we're gonna give Jaylen Brown his flowers, but
oh my goodness,
Peyton Pritchard has got to get his flowers, man. That dude on this road trip, Peyton Pritchard is cooking. Peyton Pritchard is absolutely, Peyton Pritchard is going in, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Beans. I know that's Beans' homie.
That's his man, yo. That's his man. But yes,
I try to tell him that, yo, but Pritchard is nice, man. I try to tell everybody about that dude. That dude can get to his spots. He just developed his game. I mean, he's one of the guys. He's a go-to guy. He's a guy you can get the ball to. He's not my biggest thing about him. He's not afraid of the moment. So the Celtics, like I said, if JT was healthy with this team, it'd be dangerous. I'm telling you, they'd be dangerous.
Yes, they'll be super dangerous. And he, you know, speaking of Pritchard, he made a last second three to close out the half.
What you known for doing that? That's
it's been his thing, man. I mean, what do you think, man? I mean, when we down, I mean, shit. I mean, is it like a foregone conclusion to set up a play for him because he's hitting that clutch, man. He's hitting those clutch shots, man. As the time expires, whether it's he's been the first half. His first half it's been the first half shit. But man, I'll be willing to gamble with him for the game.
Yeah. I'll be willing to gamble, take a big shot. Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, and he's quick, Stacks. He's fast. I seen him. He did a play like that little crossover he does. Man, it's lethal, man. He does, and he crossed over. I don't know who he crossed over, but he crossed
over a bunch of them tonight.
That's what I'm saying. He crossed over a bunch of them tonight, and he got in the paint and he shot that mid range. I like when he does that. I like because it's a high percentage shot, and he's gonna create that space to get that look, man. And he's making it, man. He's made those little mid range, creating that space. I like that little move he has. That I see he utilizes that a lot.
Yeah. I like to see him. He's on point. I like to see him include Vucevic in there a little bit more in the offense. Right now, I like him coming off the bench. Cater's playing well. It's kind of hard to bench Cater. If Cater started playing bad, Cater, when it's starting five, is rolling. So Vucevic is in there. I like to see them include him a little bit more in the offense. Garza went away, which I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. But yeah, man, Celtics is rolling, man. I'm happy. I'm happy about the Celtics.
Yo, we're number one in the Atlantic, man. I mean, not for nothing, man. We got no business being in first place. I mean, look, it's all good. The Pistons are the Pistons, but we have no business being in first place over the Knicks. The Knicks should have a stranglehold, man, in this division. But I'm gonna tell you, man, the Knicks, man, the Knicks, real quickly on the Knicks, right? The Knicks they play well when they're not expected to win. When they're not expected to win, they play very well, and they are that dangerous team. I think we might switch roles with the Knicks. To be honest with you, we may be that team the Knicks was last year.
Yeah, it
Telling you.
kind of look like so.
Right? So we're gonna be that team the Knicks was last year in terms of, you know, us not being the favorites. The Knicks are the favorites. The Knicks are they picking them to go all the way to the finals. And I don't know, man. I think to me it's gonna be the coaching, man. I could count on Mike Brown, right? That's the coach's name.
The Knicks, yeah.
Yeah, I could count on him fumbling that team in the playoffs, man. I mean, his track record shows. I mean, he did it with Cleveland, right? He did it with Cleveland and LeBron.
Did it with Sacramento.
Did it with Sacramento, and I don't see it being any difference with the Knicks. You know, I think he's another one. The Knicks, they should have kept Thibodeau. I think that was a bad move on them. It's going to cost them. It's going to bite them in the ass, because you can't get rid of the guy that created that culture and brought Knicks basketball back to New York. He brought that team back, and it's only right that they gave him another shot. If he would have, I would have done what I would have done was I would have gave him another shot. Okay, this year Thibodeau don't take him. All right, I would understand that, especially with Tatum being injured and everything. And they knew Tatum was gone. It was one thing if it happened after the fact, but they knew Tatum was gone, right? They beat the Celtics. They came up short against the Pacers. Now they're in the offseason. That should have been something they should have looked into. Like, all right, Tatum's going to be gone. Halliburton's gone, right? And Thibodeau, you know, he came up short. I wouldn't say due to Halliburton, but, you know, okay, he was a big reason why the Knicks, you know, came up short. They lost the other guy. Pacers got dismantled. The Celtics lose Tatum. Why not bring Thibodeau back for another year? This would have been, to me, the year. If Thibodeau don't get these guys through this shit, and then you could do that. But how you gonna get rid of him for Mike Brown? I don't understand that shit.
They fired him. Then they took him a while to hire a coach. I don't even think Mike Brown was their first pick. I think they were searching and they had to settle on Mike Brown.
They had to settle on him, right? That's what I'm feeling like. How you gonna get rid of a coach and not have? That's just Knicks. I don't care. I mean, you know, F the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Like
I agree.
That's their problem. I felt I ain't gonna lie to you. When they got rid of Thibodeau, I was feeling kind of happy, because I was like, oh, they fucked up. They fucked up, because I think you give Thibodeau that, you give him this year, Thibodeau there this year with that experience. Oh my goodness, man. You know, no question the Knicks would have been a lot better than they are now, you know. So I would have had more fear of the Knicks with Thibodeau than with Mike Brown, because Mike Brown, his track record is horrible, man. It's horrible, man. But man, shout out to the Celtics, man. Another good win. It's always good to beat the Lakers, man. It's always good to beat LA.
It's great to pop their ass. We beat them.
Pop their ass. LeBron and Doncic. Spank their ass in LA, man. That's man, and LeBron, man, goodbye, man. Goodbye, son. Like I think it's that time, man. I watch him play, and it's like, man. It's like I don't know, man. I think he's playing a little over his time. I think this should be his last year, man.
I agree.
This should be his last year, and shame on the Lakers not making a move a lot sooner than what they did, man. I mean, this is the day and age we're living in, man. Like it all across the sports world, man. You seeing teams taking advantage of those opportunities, man. You got that aging superstar, man. You got to get rid of them, man. When you get that opportunity, man, and get young, man. Get picks, get athletic. You got to set yourself up for that future run, man. Because man, LeBron is only gonna get. I think the Lakers made they made bad moves, man. They made bad moves. I mean, Bronny, what the fuck are they? What was they doing with that?
I don't know. I agree.
That's gonna bite them in the ass, T. Right? That's gonna bite them in the ass. keeping LeBron's gonna bite them ass. They lucky they got Luka. They are so fucking lucky, man. I don't know how they pull
they
that
lucky
off.
they got Luka. You imagine the boat they'd be in if they still had AD.
Oh my goodness gracious, man. This team would be, oh man, it's look, man, F them, man. F the Lakers, man. It is what it is with them, man. That's why
I feel the same way always about them.
right. That's why they're gonna always be behind us, dog. They're not catching up with us, man. They're gonna always be behind us, man, in championships, man. For real. And it's gonna be a while before they win another one because I think they missed that window to get rid of LeBron. That was a bad pick. Taking Bronny, that was a bad pick. That was an awful pick. And it just goes to show you, Stacks. It's more about appeasing LeBron instead of the future, the future of this historic franchise, man. They putting LeBron over all of that. Especially by drafting his son, because they wanted to appease LeBron with that. They wanted LeBron to have that son father moment first time.
Yeah.
How's that working out for them? Okay, y'all may okay. Well, how I mean, the Lakers they doing all right, but Stacks they're not gonna do much, man.
Nah, they ain't gonna do much. They ain't gonna do much. I don't see them making out the first round. To be honest with you.
Yeah, they're not gonna do much, man. And yeah, I don't see them coming out the first round either. I want to go and I'm looking at the standings. Wow, the Heat's in first place in the Southeast over the Magic. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm
disappointed.
I'm about to start watching. I'm in NBA mode right now. But what's going on with that, Stacks? Like,
I don't know what's up going on with Orlando. I thought they was my dark horse team out the East, especially with the pick addition of Desmond Bain. Right. I thought they did a whole lot better, man. It seemed like they took a step back, man. I'm a little disappointed with Banchero, and they've had injuries too. Banchero missed a bunch of games. I know Wagner missed a bunch of games. They always got some injuries, some knick-knack injuries where they can't be on the court at the same time. But with that being said, man, I'm disappointed with that team. I see them moving on from that coach at the end of the year because I think it's time for that, and they might bring somebody in. But I'm disappointed with the Magic in the whole.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed, man. Like I said, I haven't, my phone, my alerts, it's always on the Celtics Bruins result. Like I always see a result of a Bruins game, Celtics, Red Sox, Patriots, or whatever. Even though we rarely miss a Patriots game, but when you talk about these sports teams, like there's a lot of games. You see the alerts, the wins, the losses, and everything like that. So, as far as the NBA overall, I see the scores and highlights and stuff like that. But that division, the Southeast, that shit crept up on me because the Heat, I would see the Heat's results. Yeah, I see them win, lose. But man, the Heat, man, they it's like they're always there, man. Like I can't say anything. I can't say more about Eric Spoelstra, man. I got to give it to him, man. He's one of he reminds me, he's a young Popovich, man. He's that type of I look at the Heat is the East Coast Spurs of Popovich, the Popovich Spurs. They draft well, and one thing, Stacks, like over the years, like when when the Spurs was winning, I didn't know who Ginobili was. I didn't know who was Parker. All I knew was Duncan and my man Bruce Bowen. But this team was always winning. They was always in the playoffs. And I used to look at that lineup and I was like, who the fuck is I couldn't even pronounce Ginobili, nigga. I couldn't even. I'm like, who's this dude, man? This motherfucker, it's like he's getting busy. And then Tony Parker, and the great Popovich, man. He was a great coach. And I feel the same way about the Heat. There's a guy, look at that roster. I don't know half of those players, man. You won't right? Know half of them. But somehow he gets the best out of all these players, man. He's a great coach, man. You got to give it to him. I would have loved to see. That's why I would like to see Giannis land, like a team like that. A team that always have great players. They just need that guy. They just need that guy to. And I think Giannis would have been good there, but they obviously didn't have enough to get him there. So hey, it is what it is, man. But yeah, so That's what it is with the the Celtics good win today. The Knicks, they doing their thing, man. 76ers, there's no hope for those guys, man. Those guys are in trouble, man. The Magic, man, shocking. The Wizards, man, I feel bad for that. That got to be one of the worst franchises, man. And
the Cleveland Browns of the NBA.
The Cleveland Browns of the NBA, man. They a team that's because that's another thing, Stacks, right? Unlike the NFL, baseball and hockey is different, but one thing about the NBA, you can suck for a long time and not get good. You would think, right?
Yeah.
Like you would think a team that sucks, they get these high draft picks, they'll build something, right? Not the Wizards. Not the Wizards, man.
Yeah, not the Wizards, man. I don't know what it is, man. It got to break through for them at some point.
Yeah, they've been in that dungeon for a long time, man. And yo, I don't, there's a new villain for me, man. I don't like Gilbert Arenas, man. I don't like that guy, Stacks.
Me, I ain't no fan.
I don't like him, man. I saw. There's a documentary on the situation with him and Crittenton.
Yeah,
that incident they had.
Crittenton, yep.
Yo, not for nothing, I'm on Crittenton's side, man. Crittenton, I'm on his side, man. Because Gilbert Arenas, he was a jokester, but he didn't know when to stop.
Yeah.
He played too much. Too much. And he thought everything was funny, especially when guys were like kind of serious, like, yo, I'm good, yo. You know what I'm saying? These are grown men, you know what I'm saying? There's only so much you could joke with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't know how to back off. And that's what led to that incident. But to me, the biggest thing, the one thing that stuck out to me the most in that documentary is when they was, because he got raised by his dad. His dad raised him.
Yeah.
He had no moms. His dad raised him. And they was and the person interviewing him was like, man, yo, shout out to your dad, man. He thanks to him, you are where you at. And he goes, oh no, I would have been an NBA player anyway. Like, I'm like, come on, what kind of shit is that to say, man? When he said that shit, I mean, what are you talking about? You would have been an NBA player anyway. You know what I mean? You probably wouldn't have had a home to live in. Doing it for your dad. What are you talking about? How can you discredit that guy like that? Which is a very rare situation. It's usually the mothers raising the son and the father bouncing on them, abandoning them. That's like the most common situation in NBA. A lot of these NBA players, it's their moms, it's the father that abandoned them. In this situation, it was unique. The dad stayed and the mother abandoned them,
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, so the way he said that shit, oh man, that shit, man, I was like, man, this dude's a scumbag, man. But I don't like that dude, man. He's a sucker. But so the Western Conference, it is what it is, man. The Thunder, they doing their thing, man. The Nuggets, they there. I don't believe the Timberwolves. I don't believe in them. They missing something. Although they saying that's the team that could beat the Thunder.
No, man, nobody saying that. Who said that? Only team that could beat the Thunder is San Antonio. That's about it. And
I agree.
Series, man,
I heard it somewhere. I heard it somewhere where
somebody must have been high. Either they was high or drunk.
They might have been, but they said they were built. They had a team built to beat a team like that in
they don't got a team built.
7-game series.
No, not at all.
Watch the Spurs, man. Spurs all day. The Spurs are balling, man.
Or Denver, or a healthy Denver. Denver would have
to healthy Denver
because just because of Jokic. But I think man, ain't nobody beating them dudes, man. But San Antonio and an outside chance of Denver. That's about only two teams I see in the West that could beat them.
I like the Spurs, Stacks. I like the Spurs.
Spurs are good. Spurs are good.
I like the Spurs, boy. They are such a well-built team, man. Like You know, their GM, they've been with the Spurs for a while.
GM is Pop.
The GM is Pop, right?
Yeah, it's Pop. Pop been driving. He ain't doing the GM's. Probably ain't doing the GM thing now because he's such bad shape. But yeah,
Yeah.
probably Pop. Pop was the one doing all the drafting and everything.
That's a good franchise, man. You know, look, look, at the end of the day, I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan of historic teams, historic coaches, historic GM. I like to just see how teams operate. I like that shit. I'm a fan of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it really amazes me how these teams are consistent. You know, Spurs, they've been in that dungeon for a while, man. But for them to take that pick with Wemby and to be who they are, I just hope they manage him a little bit. I hope they, you know, if they feel like he's a guy that they, you know, they need to probably, because I want to see him in the playoffs, man. I don't want to see him hurt. Anything. I want to see him in the playoff, man. Like just ready to go, man. Because I like the guard Harper from Rutgers, right?
Yeah, Dylan Harper.
Jesus Christ, man. This team, boy.
Yeah, they loaded.
They are loaded, man. Stephen Castle, man, he's balling. I like how they got a little veteran in there and Harrison Barnes. I like how they mixed that man, De'Aaron Fox. Wait till
Fox.
You him in the postseason. What?
Yeah, Devin Vassell, they got a nice little nucleus.
Yo, they got a nice squad. They got a nice squad, man. It's gonna be rough, man. Because you got the Rockets there. The Rockets are gonna do their thing, you know.
Yeah, Rockets gonna be that. Yeah, they a little dangerous in the playoffs. A whole lot dangerous. And Phoenix been playing well too.
Yeah, Phoenix been playing well. They've been you know, they did, man. This guy, Kawhi Leonard, he declared it's over, man. They asked him a question about a playoff run. He said, yo, it's over right now. But you know, and he kept talking. I was like, that's typical Kawhi, man. He just straight up say, yo, it's over for us. I mean, you know, we're just, you know, we're helping the young guys. And he was just nonchalant with that shit, man. You know, like, yo, nah, but that West is gonna be rough. Stacks, that West, it's gonna be rough, man.
It's gonna be real rough.
It's gonna be because I see a Spurs meeting the Lakers. Man, they're gonna mop the floor with that team, man. You got that potential Spurs Lakers, man. You got the Nuggets, possibly with the Rockets. Like it's like I feel like the first round is gonna be cool, but I think that second round it's gonna be real interesting, man. As this playoff picture shapes up, that second round is gonna be, it's gonna be interesting, man. You know, my thing right now is just to watch basketball, man. You know, this is the time that I get into it, man. You know, I pay attention to it first half, no doubt. I know what's going on, you know, but that second half, I really start examining it. I really start watching these teams play, and you know, I'm ready for that playoff push, man. So we definitely gonna be breaking a lot of these games down. Let's switch it up a little bit, man. You know, the other day, man, I caught that Duke Michigan game.
Great game.
That was a great game, man.
And this weekend in college was a tournament. It almost had like a Sweet 16 format to it with the level play. You had Michigan, Duke, Houston, Arizona, BYU, Connecticut, Villanova. It had a great. This was a great weekend. College basketball overall this year has been great. Where every time, where there's so many great freshmen in the class this year, that every game has been a great matchup, man. Shout out to they had UCLA beating Illinois, which I can't stand that coach from UCLA. That's another topic of conversation.
Oh yeah. I don't like that guy either, man.
Yeah, and then this college basketball has just been great this year. Like this is the year where you just can't wait for the tournament because there's so many good players.
Yeah, you can't wait for the tournament, man. It's gonna be. I mean, they saying don't expect too many upsets because of the whole NIL thing, like, you know, teams that need to get spanked are gonna get spanked, you know. But I look until I see it, you know, I don't believe it. I don't believe it until I see it with my own eyes, man. I feel like, you know, one game, it's such a you know, it's such a unique situation, you know, when it's just a one game elimination, man. You can have a bad game. I don't care how stout your team is. Man, your players are having a bad game and you're off. That's all it takes, man. You know, but what I like about college basketball, especially the tournament, is that no lead is safe, and and you can be down 13 with a minute to go.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
Stacks, tell him I seen it. You down 13 with a minute and you come back. Oh, what? That's
Yeah.
college
Crazy,
basketball.
man. Shit happens all the time.
Happens all the time. Why? Because the free throw, son. The free throw, man.
Free throws in that 3-ball.
Free throws in that 3-ball, especially the one and ones.
Yep.
The 1 and 1s. You missed that first free throw rebound. Yo, it's and man, I seen it happen too many times, man. And that's the great thing about college basketball, man. Gonzaga's balling, man.
Yeah, Gonzaga's balling. They you know, Gonzaga is Gonzaga. I mean, what you expect? I expect nothing less from Gonzaga to be Gonzaga. That's it.
But but give it to them, man. Unlike Butler didn't make. I mean, Butler was that Cinderella team, and they
but they switched out the coach. You gotta remember, Gonzaga got the same coach, though.
they got the
Remember Brad Stevens? That's where Brad Stevens came from. Now Brad was still at Butler. Might be a different ball game. Might be a different. Matter of fact, I know it would be a different ball game if Brad was still there. But Gonzaga's had that same coach forever. So you know what I'm saying? Gonzaga is Gonzaga. They always gonna be right there.
Yeah, I agree. They're always gonna be there, man. You know, I'm gonna be paying attention to them, man. You know, this tournament run. I'm definitely gonna pay attention to them. How is Patino's with St. John's, right?
Yeah, St. John's rolling right now.
They're rolling right now. Yeah, I see that.
They started off slow. They were ranked pretty high. A lot of people were disappointed because they were losing games they should have won. But now they're rolling right now. They actually beat UConn. So after they got that UConn win, that kind of gave them a little shot in the arm. So now they woke up and they rolling right now.
Yeah, they rolling. Creighton fell off, man. What happened to them, man?
Yeah, Creighton fell off. They was due for a fall off. Creighton, I mean, it's hard to recruit kids come out there, got them Nebraska, you know what I'm saying? And the NIL money, they ain't got the NIL like BYU got that Mormon money. That shit go a long way.
yeah. That should go a long way. That Mormon money, that should go a long way, man.
Been around since the dawn of time. So
yeah, it goes a long way, man. It definitely goes a long way, man. Arizona, they there, man. Love is over there, right? Love?
I'd be shocked if they wasn't there at the Final Four. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, they got Love's over there, right?
Love's still in the league, man. Love been gone from there.
Caleb Love left already, right?
Man was in the school for like 7 years. You gotta leave.
You gotta leave, right? Shit, I don't know why I be that motherfucker, right? It seemed like he ain't doing shit though.
Portland, he's actually playing well for Portland too.
Yeah, he was balling, man. But you know, he came up. That North Carolina game, that's my memorable moment with him, man. I mean, Carolina.
Yeah, they had a run that year. They did.
They had a nice run. He was balling, man. They lost to who they lose to that year?
That was the year I believe they lost to. I can't remember. That's a good question.
Damn, that was it. Damn, that was it.
I think it was Baylor.
Baylor.
Yeah, I think it was Baylor they lost to that year.
Yeah, it was Baylor. Yeah, Baylor was balling, man. That was it for them, man. You haven't heard from Baylor since.
Nah, ain't heard from Baylor since. They made a tournament, they just haven't won no games like that.
Yeah, man. Yo, this shit is it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough, man. Like I'm interested in seeing how BYU plays, man.
BYU gonna be down. They lost Richie Saunders, man. That was a big L for them kid towards ACL. I was
Damn, man.
their second best players. On some nights, he was their best player. So he tore his ACL. That's gonna be tough for them, man. Shout out to JT Toppin from Texas Tech. He tore his ACL. That was their best player. So
Oh shit, yeah.
that's gonna kill a lot of. I feel bad for a lot of them kids, but BYU, that was a big win they had yesterday over Iowa State. So the Bonson's playing well. He has to now. So we'll see, man. We'll see, man. But that them using the Saunders kid is definitely gonna hurt them.
Yeah, it's definitely they need that guy, man. Especially you get to the Sweet 16, man. That you need a guy like him on that team, man. To be that second scorer, man. And I like the kid AJ, right?
Yeah.
I can't say his last name, man.
Yeah, the Bonson, Jamaican dude.
Bonson. Yeah, man. He has a great NBA body. And he's the guy. Until you trying to tell me he wasn't number one?
It could be a bunch of number ones this year. I don't really depends on who gets to pick or who wants what. I mean, you got Peterson from Kansas, you got the Bonser, you got Cora Pett, you got Boozer. Boozer tough, man.
Boozer's tough, man.
Yeah, you got Boozer. It depends on what you want, man. You got the kid Wagner from
what flavor you want, right? What's your need, right? Because like you said, man, it's packed. This class coming out is, I get it, man, and I know you wanted a piece of it. I know, man, but
yeah, it's loaded. This class right
here, loaded.
If they all come out with the NIL, they might not come out. You never know. So
yeah, which is good, man. Because I be feeling like some of these players, they need to stay a little bit longer, man. It's good. Because I hate to see a player that got that potential, they come out too early and they don't get there. They don't reach that potential, man. It's happened far too many times, man.
Absolutely.
One guy that stands out to me in particular in the way, remember DeJuan Wagner?
Yeah, his son is going through the same problem now. His son was supposed to be the guy coming out of high school. Now he's kind of lost in the sauce over there in Arkansas. I mean, he plays good, rightfully so, but you got other guards now in front of him. You got the Malik Thomas kid. You got Darius Acuff is a monster. So you got Acuff ahead of him too. So he's still there at Arkansas, but I just expected more from him.
Yeah, man. I be feeling like I felt like DeJuan Wagner came out a little too. I mean, he didn't. I don't think he played college ball.
Yeah, he did. He played 1 year. He 1 year at Memphis.
Memphis, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he left too early. He left too early. What conference is Arkansas in?
Arkansas SEC.
SEC. Yeah, I always felt like DeJuan Wagner. He came out too early, man. He had a great NBA body for a guard because he was a point guard.
Yeah.
Point guard, strong. He remind me of Marbury a little bit. Is this who I've seen? Is this who I think it is? Oh shit. Mr.
Yo,
Bean.
listen, I know y'all got to get off. Y'all about to get off. I was listening. I was listening to the whole show on my ride back to the hotel. So I was listening to you guys, and I shouted y'all out too. So, what's good, Stacks, man? What's going on, fellas? What's good, Crook?
Yo, we here, man. Talking some NBA, some college, man.
I hear.
I mean, we
Stacks giving you all the college knowledge right now.
Hell yeah. We told the listeners, man, to pray for you in your return, man. Because,
oh my gosh. Yo, listen. Y'all don't even know right now. It's crazy. And look, wifey just got another email from American Airlines. This is the second airlines we're working with. They saying they might have issues with our trip. It's like, yo, I need to get out of here. Like, what y'all talking about?
Yo, it's like you can't escape. We just dealt with this shit a couple of months ago.
What'd you say, Stacks?
About to fly to another state and catch that rental.
I'm gonna have to figure something out. So we're gonna have to get on the phone with American because we booked a whole new flight. I was telling Crook I had to book a whole new flight, whole new airline. because JetBlue
I
got
never
me coming
seen
back
I
on
never seen so
Friday.
many people have so many problems with flights like y'all two dudes, man.
You
Oh
know,
my
yeah, man,
gosh.
we had
Yo,
some bad luck, man. That
listen,
last trip
bad
was
luck,
crazy.
man. This like this right here is bad luck. Seriously, like I'm like, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm hearing people talk all weekend. Oh, there's gonna be a storm on the East Coast, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we deal with snow all the time, and then they said 2 feet. I was like, yo, this is gonna be crazy.
So if they'd have said that
So,
shit, I might have got out of Dodge early. Like, you know,
yo, I tried. No, we tried to. We tried to get out of Dodge today, and it was like, nope, nothing. No, yeah, we tried to get out of Dodge today. There was like nothing. Can't get you out. I was like, what?
yeah, you
Everything canceled. So I'm like, damn, bro. Like right now we're stuck till Wednesday. Now they saying Wednesday flight might be compromised. I hope not, man.
damn.
Like,
That's that hurt right there, dog.
Yeah, man.
you know what I mean? How you going, you know what I mean? Everything's good. Now y'all saying Wednesday might be compromised, man. Like, come on, man.
That's that hurt right there. Then you start spending money you don't want to spend. It's crazy,
No,
dog.
but no, I'm already spending money. I had to book a whole new flight because
That,
look,
that,
look.
that on top of that, you got to probably book more time in the room and everything. So
Yeah,
it's
but actually, the funny thing is, shout out to Margaritaville, man. I'm in Margaritaville here, St. Thomas. Shout out to them. They cool, nice place, nice amenities, clean hotel. Hotel's nice. I can't give it no wrong. But due to this whole thing going down and people coming in, they told us they was like, yo, you might not even be able to extend your stay there. You got to go find somewhere else.
damn.
So I had to go find somewhere else to stay today. Like I had to book another hotel for tomorrow. From tomorrow till Wednesday, I had to go book a new hotel. This shit's
Yeah,
crazy, man. I don't want to jump
Crazy.
in the sports talk with my travel desertness out here in the Caribbean. On, you know what I mean? It's not. You know, some people be like, "Oh man, you complaining? You stuck on the tropical island, like you know what I mean?" So I don't know how you know what I mean. But yo, it's costing money to be stuck.
damn right.
Yeah,
You,
yeah,
you feel me? They it's you know what I mean? You know, JetBlue ain't comping nothing right now. So it's costing money to be stuck right now, you know? So, but it is what it is. I'm gonna figure it out tomorrow morning. I'm out of here tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna go to the new hotel. But I'll figure it out, man. I'm hopefully my flight leaves Wednesday. That's all I'm
yeah. Because
hoping.
they got to see what the result is of this storm. Because I mean, it was supposed to start snowing on Friday, and it didn't snow.
Yeah. So
It
so
haven't even.
how it look right now?
Man, it's clear still. It hasn't even started yet.
Man, that's
I'm looking
crazy.
at this shit right now. It haven't even really started.
That's crazy.
I
That's
got I got I
crazy.
got the joint. I got the radar on my goddamn phone. I got y'all way up here too. I got y'all. My
Yeah,
shit.
so it's
So we had a cold front come through here. This wind was crazy here today. Now it's supposed to be nip here tomorrow. We did 80 degrees for the last 2 weeks. Now it's supposed to be like 30. Shit is crazy.
shit.
Wow, that's crazy. That's freaking crazy. My fault. Hold on, fellas. Yeah, my fault. That's crazy. Yo, Florida catching down to 30. Somebody told me that though. One of my peoples who's from
Yeah,
they
it's
was
been
like,
cold.
yo,
This winter,
it's been cold
we've
down there.
had a winter this
Hmm.
winter.
They said it's been cold down there.
Oh yeah,
But
y'all got.
Joe, man, yo,
Oh y'all
stats,
right.
man.
Y'all right on the. You right on the tip of the storm. You should be snowing there in about 11 o'clock. You gonna get hit with some shit.
Yeah, yeah, I
Mm.
know. And I'm gonna look
I'm
an
looking
hour later. It's just gonna
at
be
the
a
radar
blanket
right
out
now.
there.
About 11 o'clock, y'all niggas gonna be. Y'all niggas,
Yo, they say 16 to 24. I'm like, yo, that can't be right.
Yeah, man. I think in some parts of Massachusetts it may get hit harder than others, man. That I'm hoping. At least I'm
Yeah,
hoping that.
Yo, listen, I'm hoping right
y'all
now.
shit is y'all
But
y'all
listen, look what it did. Regardless, it destroyed my flight, man. I'm supposed to be leaving tomorrow morning. That's not happening, bro. You know what I
shit.
mean? So that shit's crazy. I mean, like I said, it's not the worst place to be stuck. It's better not being in an airport somewhere. You know what I
Right
mean?
where it's not gonna be raining, where it's not gonna be snowing.
Exactly, exactly. So
Maine look like they might not get it. So if you can get a flight
yeah,
to Maine.
Maine might not get it. Yeah, you're
You
right.
might get you try to get you a flight to Maine. You might
And
be good.
get that rent a car and just drive home.
Just drive home from Maine. You might want to check on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna check on that, man. We're gonna get on the phone with American now and see what's going on with that. But yo, fellas, thanks for putting back on the show.
Yes,
What
sir.
up to my regular sports guys, people? I know we've been kind of like missing in action for a few weeks now, but we're back. We got some content for y'all. We was kind of on a Super Bowl, not even saying a
Hangover.
hangover, but it was a hangover. You know, we
Yeah,
took
it
that
was.
L. We took that L, and it took us a little while to recruit from that L. So that's why y'all didn't even see us, on this show really putting in the consistency like we should be. Cook was on vacation, Stack was on vacation. Now I'm on vacation, so it's like we rolling with three different timelines right now. But it's working out. We'll be back. I will be back in town hopefully by the end of the week, and for Sunday's show, we'll be back fully fledged. The team will be back together, and we'll have some content and some sports for you guys. I met some people out here, showed them, let them show them about the show, gave them the parlay with us handle. They looked on, they said, "Oh yeah, we gonna like and subscribe, stuff and like that." So I'm already out here hustling the show, bro. So um we got to get back to our game. And I know Stacks is like, "Yo, where these dudes been?" But we'll be back, Stacks, man. We'll get it back
Yeah, yeah,
together.
we
And for the
back.
people out there,
Yes,
we
sir.
back, man. We gonna give y'all that content, man, and those gems that y'all need, man. Stacks, man. How real quick? I know y'all talked about it. I'm gonna sign off in 2 minutes. But how's our Celtics, man? How you like them
They
Celtics,
looking
man?
good, bro. They looking real good.
They looking good. They looking good, boy.
Yeah, man. That's good, man. I seen that. They handled business against
Demolished the Lakers.
they demolished the Lakers today. And is the Lakers a weak team though, Stacks? Real quick. I
Hell
Yeah,
know you
yeah.
guys
Lakers,
probably,
they in trouble. Don't want to admit it. Dallas put Luca in a bad situation, dog. That. If I was Luca, I'm just in that locker room
but
like you.
do you think Luca's really in a bad situation in
He's
LA?
Hell
in a
yeah.
Don't they got the
he's in a
money to
bad
make
situation.
something?
That
Don't they
that
got the
that
money to
Dallas team,
build something around him though?
that Dallas team was made for Luca, man. It was built
Yeah,
to
I see
hide
what you're
all his
saying.
flaws. That team was perfect for Luca. But now you go to LA, they trying to hang on to LBJ. You got Austin Reeves and Luca. Neither one played defense.
Mm.
Marcus Smart looked like Marcus Smart shooting them badass threes.
Bad three.
Oh,
Bad
how's the
three.
market? Yo, Stacks, how's the Marcus Smart project going on in LA?
I
Good.
actually I do I kind of 50-50 with him. I kind of feel bad for Marcus a little bit. I know it's probably eating at his ego to see them guys riding without him. You know what I'm saying?
For
But,
real, for real.
blame Derek White. Derek White came in and stole your shine. Pritchard
Yep.
too.
And
Pritchard
Pritchard
too.
too. Shout out to Pritchard, yo, real quick, I got an event. Hopefully, I'll get some signs and some autographs. I got an event coming up this week. Hopefully, I'll make it back home by then. Where I have to help facilitate security for the Pritchard signing. Pritchard is doing a autograph signing for the company I work for. So
You
yeah, I'll
lucky
be
I ain't
there.
there. I'll tell him how you really feel. You lucky I ain't there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dap him up. I'm like, "Yo, Pritch, what's up, fam? I have my
Nah,
doubts.
you need
Yo,
to
I
say
have
yo,
my
Pritch.
doubts."
You nobody need to say crook your Pritch. I apologize, dog.
Yes. Personally.
That
I
what you
apologize
need to say,
personally,
crook.
man.
Like
you,
I
you,
apologize,
you
dog.
know, I
Just
ain't
like
gonna
I would
say that.
apologize. I would apologize to Drake May because I didn't want to draft that dude, Sony. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would apologize to him if I ever seen him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Same here. I gotta apologize to him too. I didn't want Drake May either, man. No bullshit.
I
No
I was
did.
bullshit.
I
Yeah,
did. I thought
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't want him.
I think all three of us was like
we
we
wanted
wasn't on the
Jaden. I
Drake
wanted
man.
Jaden Daniels,
I
man.
wanted
The
Jake
Daniels.
Daniels too, but come to find out, Drake May is the one we
He's a,
need. So it's all
The
going
no,
one we
forward.
need, man. The one we need.
I know y'all talked about that game, but we'll talk more about it because the hangover still hangs. But yo, we got a lot to learn from that game and build off of that. That's all I can say about that. And I'm not going to say anymore, but we got a lot to learn from that game and a lot to build from it. And I'm glad Vrabel handled it the way he handled it
He should
after
have.
the game.
He lucky he didn't catch me. He lucky we didn't do no show after that game. 'Cause I was gonna go in on him.
No, 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 for real. I mean, Stacks, really though. Don't you? I know you see some things. We really want. I know y'all want. We got to end the show now, but I saw some things where I think was the event too big for him? Was was something?
I mean, it
But
shouldn't have been. He's been in them before. You know,
yeah,
Yeah.
not as that, not as the decision maker though. Like it's different when you
Or
got to
yeah,
make.
but you got you got
McDaniels play
McDaniels. Yeah,
calling.
you saying you got McDaniels
Yeah,
to the
you can call McDaniel's play calling guys, but who is the head coach at the end of the day?
Yeah.
the bottom line is, I don't think Vrabel had him ready to play. That's just
There you
bottom.
go. That's all I want to say.
That's all.
That's it.
I don't think he got him prepared
You said what I
enough.
wanted to
He,
say.
he,
You
he
said
didn't
what I
drill it.
wanted to say.
He didn't drill him enough.
Yep. Yep.
I just felt shout out to the defense. No shout to the defense. Defense came to play. It wasn't definitely
Mm-hmm.
wasn't their fault. It was that offense was putrid.
And
Yes,
Drake,
yes,
after
100%.
some reason, I think some of the coaching, the moment
it's too
was
big for
like,
it's too big.
there
And
you
I
go. There
and
you go.
no
There
no
you go.
excuses. I think Drake May's shoulder was hurt. I really do, because I never seen
Hmm.
that kid miss that many balls like that. I
Hmm.
never
Mm-hmm.
seen him miss that many throws like that. And you just don't start
Mm-hmm.
I
missing throws.
agree.
You just don't
Mm-hmm.
start
Mm-hmm.
missing throws like that. You just don't do that. So I just think
Mm-hmm.
that shoulder was hurt.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. I
I
agree.
agree.
I agree. So we'll talk more about that. We got a lot to learn from them. They got a lot to build off of that. You know, I think we'll put ourselves maybe in a position in the next few years to get back to the dance, or maybe next year, depends on how they play. It's tough to get to the dance. Y'all know that. Y'all, everybody knows
Yeah,
that.
hell
So
yeah.
it's the hardest feat to accomplish in football is to get to that big dance.
Shout,
So
shout out to
you
Tom Brady for making it look like it was easy though.
making
Hell
it look like
yeah.
easy. There you go. Shout out to
Tom,
Paul made it look like okay, every other year we in it, or every year we in it. Nah,
Motherfucker made
it's
like 12 appearances.
that's what I'm saying. So
Wow,
it's
that's like more than half than his career.
12 appearances in a 20-year career is crazy,
that's
dog.
crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy. But one thing I would say about Vrabel and the Patriots for next year, it's going to get even harder because the schedule's going to be hard, and the schedule's going to be tough next year.
Bring it,
You you
and I'm
you
happy for
you know
that
what I
because
mean?
now they can't say anything when we get busy. It's a beautiful thing, man. Now there's nothing they can say, and we gonna watch this movie again next year, and we're gonna see what they're gonna have to say when we're still playing good football.
Right, right. Hopefully, yeah. Hey, listen, it's going to be an impactful season next year. You know, you got the Mahomes and them is going to be back. A lot of these guys are
No,
going to be back health
Mahomes won't be back. I think he'll be back. He won't be back
Christmas.
the beginning of next year. Yeah, he'll be back late in the year, if that,
He'll be
if
back,
that.
he'll be back late in the year. They gonna
Late,
late in the year, probably midway. Depends. It
Midway.
depends.
Yeah,
He
it
yeah,
and
depends.
so it also depends on how if they're not winning, they probably won't bring them back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's what
There
I'm
you
thinking.
go.
They got
There
to be
you go.
careful with that
There you
guy. They
go.
can't be fucking because remember he got hurt at the end of the
At
last
the end
season.
of the season. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So,
you got to watch
but
out
yeah,
for the Bills. That's what you got to watch out for. The Bills, the Chargers, and the Ravens. Those three teams are going to be the team to really look out for next year.
And nah, Denver
hmm
too.
hmm
Denver too.
Denver
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
My bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
Denver
Denver
too.
too.
Definitely.
Denver too. Denver too. Denver's gonna be right back in it, and hopefully, and we gonna be right back in it. We just gotta
Yeah, yeah. Hell
do what we
yeah.
gotta do. You know, rosterize. The product got to get better. That's it. The product just got to get better every year. That's it. And that's how we're gonna be able to compete. Is if the
facts.
product keep getting better. That's it. If we could get better offensively, and even still plug in them little holes on the defense, plug them in. Not saying the defense got holes, but plug in what needs to be plugged in. Fix the offensive line. Get some receivers, and let's go.
Yes. Let's go.
You know what I mean? But yeah, fellas, it was nice. We're at that 1 o'clock with that. I mean, that hour mark right now, going on that hour mark. You guys handled the job. Y'all did a good job. Thursday night, if I'm still in St. Thomas, the beautiful St. Thomas, I will be jumping on with you guys because I'll be waiting probably just for waiting to get on the plane maybe Thursday
That's,
night. So I'll
I
holler
told
back
you
at
what to
y'all
do,
during
dog. You
the
might go get his flight to one of them neighboring cities and drive.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to figure that out. Like I don't like we did me and Riz had to do the same thing coming up out of New Orleans.
Shit.
So if I have to do the same thing, I have to do the same thing. You know what I mean? We had to fly into Hartford to come out of New Orleans. So,
Yeah, that
you know
shit
what I
was
mean?
crazy.
So, and that was crazy. So, yeah, I know what you mean, Stacks. That's the next. I didn't even think about that in the beginning, but now I'm gonna think about like making an alternative city. You know what I mean? Try to get somewhere else, New Hampshire, Maine,
Maine
somewhere.
look like they
Yeah,
gonna get that snow, so you might be lucky with that.
right, right. So, bro, I'll see you guys, man. Shout out to everybody out there in the regular sports guys world and the parlay with us world. Thanks for coming through. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It's me, Mr. Beans, coming all the way from St. Thomas, USA. And shout out to Stony Cook and Hustle Stacks. What up, Sean Doe?
The
See you
soldiers.
on them texts. I see you on them texts, boy. I see you texting. So I see you texting, man. Getting back in that and getting back into the flow of things. Shout us out.
Right.
Shout us
Yeah,
out. I
so,
felt
yo, we
y'all
out,
can
man.
y'all can end y'all show when y'all want. I'll
Oh no,
talk
you
to you
took you,
guys. Yo, Stacks, I'll see you. I'll give y'all a call. Go ahead.
Yep. Say it again.
I said I'll give you guys a holler this week and keep y'all updated with what you know what my status is, man. Of making it
You
back to the mainland.
yeah, yeah, man. Hell yeah.
a raft or some shit. Yeah.
Yo, you want Trump them to blow me out the water?
Make sure ice don't get. Make sure the ice don't get you. He probably looking for Stony though right now. He probably looking.
You don't want me get blown out the water, dude. You crazy?
Yo, be
Yo,
careful. Don't
that's
make
my.
Trump name on here, dog. I don't want no problem.
Right.
It was just a joke, guys. It's just a joke. Oh, no problem.
I do
It's just a
she on
joke.
some other shit right now. I want no
Yeah,
smoke.
he's on some other shit. So I don't even want no problems. I got to get back to the mainland. So with that being said, yo, it's
Yo,
Mr. Beans here, the regular sports guy. It's Stony Cook, Sean Doe. I mean, Hustle Stack. Shout out to Sean Doe. No, I always gotta give that shout out to Sean Doe. My B Stacks. I
Nah,
always
your
has it in
mind
my
all
mind to
over
say
the
that.
place right now. We get it.
Yeah, no, I always gotta say what's up to him because I always gotta keep him in mind. But yo, Stacks, Cook, I'll see y'all during the week, man.
yes, sir,
Have a
man.
good
Keep
week.
us updated, man.
I will, man. And shout out to everybody, man. Like and subscribe. We out.
Peace.
Peace.